Let me try and answer your question. As you all know, that we receive documentation from the state about the procedures that we have to follow when we go in and do a demolition. Saying that, we probably, since you presented to the council, we can't vote tonight to demolition it, but we can say that we will go and seek the proper course to get it approved through, and more than likely we have to go through the district attorney.
Okay.
And let me talk with the DA's office and follow the protocol. As you all know, it's a big lawsuit about demolitions in the city of Dallas right now. There's another one in down south. So I want to follow the proper protocol because I do not want the Attorney General's office sending me or the judge or the council a letter. But I don't want anybody to think we're not trying to act, but you have to be cautious when these cases are pending and they offer you a legal opinion. And judge can witness this. I mean, as a matter of fact, I got to acknowledge to her, she brought this to my attention when the Attorney General's office first did this. So we're not going to sit on it. We will act on it, but there's a certain protocol that you have to follow. Got it? Is the council aware of that? Any questions from the Building and Standards Commission? Moving right along. Grapeland Economic Development, Mr. Brandon Bridges, and we're happy tonight to have one of our additional board members, Mr. Woodley. Glad you want to stand and tell everybody who you are. And
I'm Waylon Woolsey. I've lived in the Grapeland area since 2004, and it's my pleasure to be here and observe what's going on.
I appreciate Brandon listening to me. I told him if he didn't show up, I sure wanted somebody from the board to show up. So he's really batting 100 tonight.
Mr. Woolsey's been a great asset already. He's really good.
And we also have a council member on that committee, Mr. Chapman. I don't want to leave him out.
The Economic Development Corporation had a project presented to us last month, or at our last meeting. We'd like to seek approval from the council on tonight. It's for, I think I got the name right, Harold's Travel Stop, I think is the name he's going with, and it may change. This request is not subject to how many names. Harold's Travel Stop, it'll be owned by Harold Shepherd and his wife, and it'll be what I'd call a 24-hour multi-service store on a truck stop, bus stop, of course selling gasoline, diesel fuel. Also be over 24 hours. It will have a restaurant, a liquor store as well. This is basically, this is one way that our city and our Economic Development Corporation can support the Texas 21 organization with the expansion of Panama Canal and hopefully open up trucking more so through this area. And Mr. Shepherd wants to play a part in that. There's details of the project in your handout there. Expecting at least $2.2 million construction. We're proud to see somebody that's willing to invest that in the town. We'd like to support him with a $50,000 forgivable loan similar to what we did on the last project. We fully anticipate this amount being fully forgiven. But he's in the process of getting all of this. The rest of the loose ends tied up, and we'd like to go ahead and be able to give him a written letter of support so that he can continue with his project. And I'd like for the council to take action on it tonight. Notice I had an error on that second page, April 2012. That should be 2015. I changed for you. what we'd like to see is for Mr. Shepherd to at least stay in business there for a minimum of 5 years. And, to hire, plan on hiring up to 30 employees. A lot of that's part-time shift work because it's a 24-hour store. And, that's still good jobs in the town. And, it's going to be a big investment for us. We're proud of doing it. We'd like to at least get this approved now so we can continue on. And we'll need some, I'll let you take action on that first.
Okay. Is there a motion on the table that we, out of the economic development? Would provide $50,000 out of the economic development fund?
That's it.
Okay, it's been both moved and second that the Economic Development Corporation provide Mr. Harold Shepherd $50,000 forgivable loan, providing that all the criteria is met. Are there any questions? All those in favor? You vote in this because you appointed to that. You weren't selected, you were appointed. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you, we appreciate it.
Well, I thank the council for taking action on that tonight. Also, second of all, I'd like to ask the city secretary if she would assist me in scheduling some public hearings before we fund any special projects. We have to have public hearings on first. So, Donna, I'll get you over the next week, and we'll schedule that, so we'll be ready for him when he gets ready. Other than that, we have another one. I don't have a written request, but it's much more simple. The other thing that we approved at a recent meeting was a $5,000. It links back to what we did on our facade improvement projects, and we wanted to be able to help some of these tourist attractions that we have in our town. And in the past, we helped the library because they had some facility improvements they needed to make. And First Christian Church is seeking money. I don't know if they'll raise enough. This again, we'd like to get our part approved so they can continue their fundraising. And if they get all the other fundraising, then we will then fund it. But it would be they're looking for up to $17,000, and we agreed to. The corporation agreed to start their fundraising with a $5,000 grant. It's they've got serious roof issues and that bell tower and several other things. Hopefully we can help them. And that's also something that if you're willing to take action on that tonight, I'd like that done as well.
Provided you provide us some documentation at a later date.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and let me add this, what Brandon's talking
And
about.
they don't need it right now, so if they want to vote on it at the next meeting,
Oh, we
it's
vote on
okay.
it tonight. And this is good because, as you all know, we first became members of TTIA, and that's our tourist agency, information agency, etc. So basically, rather than spending that money on a membership, we can spend that money on people in our city that's trying to bring people in to visit our city, tourist attraction things in our city. I mean, that's something we had discussed. I think, Jimmy, you mentioned that when you said, why can't we try to do something? And I know a couple others, Ms. Nichols, I think you were with it, and I don't think Dane was here then. But this is good. I mean, I think this is the way to go with it. So, saying that,
Well, let me add one more thing. That a lot of our, and we got an unwritten policy within our board that we've observed over the last several years. That, we understand that some of these tourism attractions are a lot of times run by nonprofit organizations, and some people may question how much economic development comes from that. But anything bringing new dollars in our new visitors in our town, but we do have an unwritten policy. We try to do it at $5,000. So this is in line with other ones we've done in the past.
we will entertain a motion to provide $5,000 to the church, not this Methodist Church Foundation?
I make a motion to
No.
divide
No,
by
Christian
Christian
Church.
Church.
Christian Church.
All right. Okay, it's been moved and second that we provide $5,000 to the First Christian Church for their fundraising. Are there any questions? All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Thank you, Brandon.
And again, we'll have public hearings on those as well.
Yeah, and we'll get a letter reference to that for our records.